So, good evening, dosto, and welcome back to a new episode. And in today's episode, it's something different actually. I think this is the first time I actually going to compare Germany versus Canada because many of you asked me the same question that how whether Canada is the right country for immigration, is this a country that you should target for future jobs? Yeah, I mean it's very common. Many Indians actually like to go abroad for making money, and many actually also go for a better quality of life. And yeah, Indians are full of aspirational people. So yes, joining me is Hina Pawar, who's actually is an engineer now. She is a business analyst working in a company in Edmonton in Canada. And yeah, she has a lot of experience of immigration. She also talks in her platform in Instagram. Also, she has a YouTube channel for. I'll also like to give the link in this video. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe at Kish Travel World, my YouTube channel.
Awesome. Hi everyone, my name is Hina. As Kishore mentioned, I live in Edmonton, Canada, and I moved to Canada in 2017. I had directly applied for PR from India. So I came here on PR, that is permanent residence. And since 2017, I'm working. Um, First, I was working as a project coordinator in IT company. Now I work as a business analyst. And yeah, so in this last like 4.5 years, I have Indo-Canadian experience. Uh, Indo-Canadian lifestyle, travel, food. I blog that in on Instagram as well as on YouTube. And thanks, Kishore, for this great opportunity to be on your YouTube channel. And I would love to be a part of this discussion.
Yeah, definitely. So actually, I'd like to we'll start with different questions,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll compare Germany versus Canada. So I'll share my experiences and the information that I have researched in recent times, and you can also share your experience and your information. You're quite updated, I believe, with
Yeah,
the immigration and education things in Canada.
yeah, that's right.
So the first question that for today is this year. What do you think? First of all, Happy New Year to all.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys.
So is 2022 a good year for Canada immigration? I mean, it's a big question.
Yeah, I think it's a great year because there are lots of job in IT software industries. So if you are in India and if you have like core IT software experience, then it's a great year to move to Canada because there are lots of jobs in IT and software industry. But the immigration is quite lengthy this year, and from 2020 it's been getting delayed. Everything like
Mhm.
citizenship, PR, or say it's a study permit or to work permit, all the processes have been delayed because of COVID, obviously. For example, my husband, he had applied for his citizenship in 2019, and he became citizen in 2021. So it took him 2 years to get that process completed. Usually it's a 6 months process, but because of this COVID, it took him 2 years. So you can imagine all the processes of PR, work permit, study permit, they are being delayed because of COVID. So it's a great year to migrate to Canada, but providing these delays, you might feel it's bit difficult nowadays.
All right. So what are the various ways to actually immigrate Canada at the moment? What information we can actually I would like to recommend to all our viewers.
Okay, I mean the simplest way I would say it's study permit, that is study visa. Just give IELTS exam, or if you are going to do MBA, then you have to go do GMAT. For MS, it's GRE. So give the entrance exams. get admission in one of the universities in Canada, and then just wait for the admission. Once you get that admission, you can directly apply for student visa, and then you can come here. So it's the simplest way. And if you don't want to do anything like expensive, like MBA is expensive, MS is expensive, you can do a short term course or certification that is 1 or 2 years. It's not that costly. You can choose not well known university, like normal university, so the fees and everything is less there. So I think student visa is the best and simple way to move to Canada. The second is applying for PR from India. I mean, you can apply for PR directly from India, and it's a straightforward process. I can give link to Kishore, and you can add it in description. It's just a straightforward process. You have to, fill the your information. You can add your post graduation, your experience, industry experience. If you have done IELTS exam, then it's good. You can add that, and you get that score. And if that score, your score is up to date, I mean it's good according to the cutoff score of that particular year, you can get PR invitation. So I think these two are the most simple um, ways to move to Canada. First one is study permit, and the second one is applying for PR.
Okay, study permit and applying for PR.
And PR, yeah.
PR.
And
Oh,
other is there are some, I'll give the links below. So there are some sites you can apply for job in Canada from India. I mean from any other country than Canada, but you have to have that skills. Like if someone is looking for Java developer, then you have to have that Java development skills from like top to toe. So those are for skilled jobs.
skill jobs. And
Skilled jobs.
yeah, so you okay. So in a summary, the first one you say you talked about student visa. Second one you talked about PR, and the third one you talked about skill
Skilled jobs.
skill jobs. So in skill
Yeah.
jobs, you are invited by a recruiter. You
Yeah.
got
So yeah, so there is site. I'll give you the site, Kishore, and guys, you can find it in description of this video. So there is one site. It's a job hunting site, and you can find the jobs. And then if you feel that okay, this job is relevant, you can apply from India. And let's say if your skill sets are matching with that job description, you can get invitation directly from recruiter, and then the organization, they will sponsor you the work visa, like work permit.
oh
But
wow.
for those job, you need to have like great skills. I mean Java, Python, machine learning, data science, or any programming. So very very focused and skilled jobs.
Okay, okay, super. And the most interesting question, which my many of my viewers actually always ask me, that
Mm-hmm.
if for example, the someone there's a family, there's a married, married couple, and both of them are working
Mm-hmm.
in a good corporate, maybe all the major cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune,
Right.
or
Right.
Gurgaon.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think? I mean, like if they really want to take a risk, like
Mm-hmm.
imagine both of them are in a skill job in good company, good
Mm-hmm.
consulting organization or a high tech company.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think, how easy is this step basically, and what would you like to suggest overall, because you both immigrated as a
Hmm.
couple, if I
Yeah.
remember. So how
No,
easy
Dhaval came first. Dhaval came first on study visa, and then I applied PR from India. So he came on study permit. He did his MBA here from University of Alberta. So he came here on study permit, and then I came here on PR. But we applied PR together.
all right.
So yeah. So if couple is coming from India, so they
Mhm.
can file PR together,
Okay.
and they can add like their scores, like IELTS score and their experience, their education. If they have post graduation, if you have post graduation, then you get some more points. So they can add their points and then apply for PR together. And as you said, if the couple is working great in India, like in great companies, like like Infosys or Deloitte or any other like software or IT companies, TCS for example, so they will get job here easily. As I said, IT, software, both the fields are hot here. So if that couple has great experience in IT, software, or any engineering field, so they'll get job here easily. And the salary difference is huge. I mean, in India, even if you are developer or even if you are tech lead, I know the salary band. And once you come here, the salary difference is huge. I mean, in Canada, like if you are in tech jobs, then the salary is great. So if they come here as a couple, they can lead a great life. I mean, lifestyle will be great. I mean, they'll travel more, they'll have a nice car, they will have a great like home. Education is good in Canada. They can apply for their parents' PR from
Wow.
Canada. So parents can also come here in near future. I mean, not now, but in future when they get old or something. And there
Okay.
is one option, super visa. So they can apply super visa as well. So usually the what I mean, travel visa is for 6 months, the tourist visa, but in super visa they can stay longer, like
Okay.
1 or 2 years. So that is super visa, and they can apply for PR as well. So the whole family can come here in Canada and stay together, and
That's
it is
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
So that's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
main
Please.
advantage of living in Canada, that
Yeah.
you can apply for parents' PR as well. That doesn't happen in any European or
No.
US in
Yeah. For
US.
example, that's right. Yeah. For example, if I compare it with Germany, now Germany is definitely a great year when you are looking for an immigration this year, 2022.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, Germany also has, yeah, typically for Indians, Germany has two different steps, or
Right.
I mean, I would say two to three, but
Mhm.
major and popular ones are like two. One is
Mhm.
study in Germany, and after you study, you get a job seeking visa. And if
Right.
you get a job of your field, then again your visa is extended. And once
Mhm.
your visa is extended, I mean, initially you get a blue card. In German
Mhm.
language, it's called Blaukarte.
Okay.
And yeah, after that you get a PR. And for PR, again, that's a different episode I like to make, because again it's a lot of questions, lot of points. But yeah, so the way is like students, job seeking visa, blue card, PR, and then citizenship.
Citizenship.
So that's
Okay.
how it goes in Germany. Now,
So
yeah.
here, if you're coming on student visa, then work permit, then
Hmm.
PR and citizenship.
Super. And for
Yeah.
example, the second step, if I like to
Hmm.
talk about Germany, is Germany has something called job seeker visa. So one is the student job seeker visa. It's like you study in Germany and you by
Mm-hmm.
default get 18 months of job seeking visa, where you're
Right.
allowed to stay here and you can freely roam around European Union and
Mm-hmm.
look for a job. Yeah, but you are only legally allowed to work in Germany, not in Spain or in Portugal.
Okay.
You can
Mm-hmm.
definitely travel there as a tourist. There's no limitation of how many times you can go around European Union. Yeah,
Right.
but yeah, so the job seeking visa is like it gives you 6 months of time. In that 6 months of time, you have to apply for a job here. You have to leave your country, you have to leave your job, and there is a certain amount of money that you have to have in order to be eligible to get this visa. And you
Mm-hmm.
come here in Germany and you apply for the job that you are actually that you have skill for. Now
Okay.
during this 6 months of time, you are not allowed to take any job other than any full-time job or job relevant of your profile. So, for
Okay.
example, a student comes here now for a livelihood. You can work in a coffee shop, you can work in Amazon, you can work in any logistic company,
Mm-hmm.
and make your livelihood. But in
Right.
job seeking visa, if it's a purely job seeking visa, so let's
Mhm.
suppose you're working in Wipro Technologies or TCS
Mhm.
in India, or Deloitte, and you quit your job and you feel that, okay, now you have more opportunity. Okay, let's talk about
Mhm.
data science or
Mhm.
SAP or project
Mhm.
management. So
Mhm.
you quit your job in India, come here, and for 6 months, and during the 6 months, you have to apply and look for a job. And if you don't get a job during that 6 months, you have to leave this country. That's a
Okay.
that's a drawback of this job seeking visa. So there are risks involved in, because you have to leave your job. You cannot pursue your
True.
job and come here. You
And
can't.
come here.
Absolutely. Because while applying for this visa, you have to show that you actually resigned from your organization. That's very vital. Okay.
Right. Right.
So for couple, many couple I have seen what they do for Germany. Now one of them quit job, come for studies. Now when the person comes for study, the dependent is by default is allowed legally to work in Germany, and
Mhm.
the kid also are legally allowed to study in Germany free of cost. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you're covered according to the German rules actually. So you get all
Oh,
the
okay.
benefits of the country, except voting actually. So you
Okay,
get,
nice.
absolutely, and I think I really want to, don't quote me on this. Maybe, I mean, what I'm thinking is, the child also gets the children money, which in German it's called Kindergeld. So it's
Okay.
close to few euros. I mean, I think 150 euros. I'm not really sure about the figure. So don't quote
Mm.
me on this. I'd like to do some research on this and like to come back or write the point in the below of this video. So
Mhm.
that's there. So for couple, uh, when I compare, so as you said, that's one of the way. Here, I think it's very common.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, as long as parents are concerned, even if you have a citizenship in this country, you cannot unite your other family members. So
Oh.
in Germany, they say that parents are not your dependent. I mean, they don't consider them as your dependent. So that's one of the major drawback. But yeah, many people have filed petitions
Mhm.
for this. However, in Germany, the skilled jobs, as you said, in Canada, Germany also has a lot of skilled jobs. So there are
Hmm.
almost close to 2 million jobs available in IT sector.
Mhm.
Okay. And I also like to bring, and it's a very important point, guys. So if you are in Germany and if you are in a job seeker visa and you
Mhm.
don't have a job for a few months, you can actually go to a place in every state. They have something called Agenti of your Arbeit. So Agenti of your Arbeit is like the authority for the jobs, and you can claim a Bildungsgutschein. Gutschein ka matlab hota hai coupon. Okay, so Bildung is basically studies in German. So study coupon. So for example, this morning I was just checking certain thing. I found that, so, for example, you are an engineer and who has some experience in SAP, but you want to study SAP as per some technical knowledge about SAP's German jargons. If you want to learn, the government actually gives you some coupons that can be like 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs Indian rupees, and you don't have to pay that money. It's like the government funds you to do
Wow.
this in a coaching center, and there's so many coaching center online and offline, and they really prepare you as per what the job demands. And the skills that they actually like to promote more are digital marketing, data
Mhm.
science, many programming courses like Java, Python, and etc. And also courses like SAP, both SAP consulting, also
Mhm.
into SAP coding, ABAP. So this is something this is something great about Germany at the moment actually, because they're looking for a lot of skilled people. They're struggling
Mhm.
with the aging population.
Okay. So no, I think that's one of the major advantages of Germany.
Now, so our next question. So, by the way, I just wanted to ask you, since it's winter, how is the
Mhm.
temperature outside?
Okay, the temperature is -25, and with wind chill, it's
Hmm.
-32. So it's quite cold here. But it's
Okay.
very common. As I told you, right? January, February, no, not January, December, January, February. 3 months are really cold in
Really very
Canada.
close.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we'd like to make a separate episode on this. That how
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you actually sustain? I mean, how do you
Survive.
handle this, survive this this harsh winter in Canada?
Yeah. Yeah.
Many, I mean, say, yeah, it's a big discussion about Canada. All right. The next question is, could you please highlight or give some quick tips on finding a good job? Somebody already landed in Canada, got a
Mm-hmm.
PR. Now, what would be his first step to finding a job?
Okay. The first step is making an impressive resume. So in India, I think the resume making is bit different here.
Mhm.
The resumes uh, are of maximum 2 pages.
All right. Mhm.
So in 2 pages, not back and forth, just one page, two
One
page.
page, two
Okay.
pages.
So in 2 pages, you have to like accommodate everything in such a manner that that examiner or the interviewer, he should be like impressed just by looking in your resume. So the impressive resume is the first step. Second is making an impressive cover letter. So in cover letter is very like customizable. So let's say if you are applying for XYZ position in ABC company, so you have to write why do you think that you are suitable for this job. So you have to write that answer very in convincing way.
Mhm.
So the second step is cover letter. The third step is applying jobs every day. So there is one website, Indeed. So that's
Yeah,
very
it's
popular in
popular.
Canada. I mean, there are many, but Indeed is very common because I got two jobs through Indeed. So I think Indeed is widely usable in Canada. So you can apply for jobs. You can upload your resume, cover letter, and you have to do it every day. I mean, you should apply at least 20 to 30 jobs every day in order to get one interview. So, applying jobs are very crucial. Second is, I mean, not second, fourth is, let's say, mm, you have experience in testing. Okay. So, here you have to like tweak your words according to the job description. So because the resumes they get filtered out using one software, and what that software does is it filters out the keywords of job description and your resume. If the maximum keywords are matching, then the software like thinks that okay, this resume is good enough, and it gets filtered out. So you have to make your resume and cover letter according to job description. So there is no like single fit, just make a one resume, one cover letter, and you start applying for jobs like crazily and using that same resume and same cover letter. It doesn't work like that. Every resume and every cover letter should be like customized according to that specific job description. You have to like add, tweak little words so that that software will work fine on your resume. So that's the main thing. Usually people, I mean many people do that mistake. They just make one resume, one cover letter, and they use same resume, same cover letter for like 100 jobs. That's not going to
That's not
work.
going to work actually. Yeah, you're right. I mean, if I talk about Germany's perspective, it's the same case. In Germany, yeah, there are many popular web platforms. One of them is
Mhm.
Stepstone.de, and the second one is also Indeed.de. That's also popular.
Right.
In Germany, the LinkedIn is popular. Other than LinkedIn, again, German companies also do a lot of advertisement and share the
Mhm.
post in Zing. So that's called Xing. So Zing.
Okay.
So Zing is
Okay.
also a very good platform. So I would
Mhm.
recommend if you're actually looking for a job, please do register yourself in LinkedIn and Zing and also Indeed. And
Mhm.
Indeed, you can also do an option of easy apply. You can filter if you don't have time.
Mhm.
I mean, if you're running short of time, so you can always have this easy apply. You can directly apply, but make sure you really have a great profile and everything in LinkedIn. That's very important actually.
Yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention is networking. So in Canada, networking plays like major roles in order to get a new job.
That's the
So
second tip that you want to give.
yeah, second tip. So it says like it's like a phrase. In Canada, it doesn't important what you know. It is important who you know. So reference or networking is like plays major role.
Natural role.
So yeah, so if you are an introvert, like some people are introvert, they don't talk much, they don't do networking. So for them, I would suggest that be little bit extrovert, start talking to people. Like if your brother is working in IT company, and let's say if if I am looking for a job, then I may tell you that, okay, sure, your brother works for IT. Can he give me any job? A job offer. I mean, if his company has. So it works like that. You have to like meet new people, and get them know you. So it's like networking. So I know many people who got the job through this networking technique, and people can meet on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, or relatives or friends of friends. So there are many options to do this networking. But yeah, networking and references are very important.
Yeah, that's the same actually apply in Germany. For example, there are a lot of places where you there are job kind of in German. It's called job messe. So it's
Okay.
called like a lot of recruiters go, and it's called
Mhm.
job fair. It happens
Mhm.
actually. One has to be really updated with these things, and every state makes also a job fair, mostly in summer, and also it starts with spring and it continues till summer actually. So there are some popular websites and popular links I'd like to give you below this video, which is going to be helpful for many of you looking for jobs in Germany. And yeah, of course, one more important point is in every state of Germany, there's something called Indians in that particular place.
Okay.
So in
Mhm.
that groups also many people share some jobs who have been already working in Germany, and they
Mhm.
actually like
Mhm.
to share and give this opportunity to many people seeking jobs.
Yeah, and one more thing I would like to mention is, upgrade yourself. I mean,
Yeah,
upgrade yourself means upgrading your skills on daily basis. So, you know how the software and IT industries is evolving every day. So the technology we were using 10 years back is not even like applicable in current like current day, right? So you have to upgrade your skills. And let's say if you have like skills in XYZ industry or stream, and that is not popular in Canada or Germany, then you should be, flexible enough to upgrade your skills. So you can, learn online. You can learn through YouTube. You can learn through any
LinkedIn also.
website like yeah,
Yeah,
website like Coursera or Udemy, like online learning platforms. You can take admission online. There are so many courses you can learn online. There are some universities, they offer online teaching as well. So you can do short term course or certification. So you have to upgrade your skills, like not every day, but at least yearly. You should gain some knowledge, you should learn something new. So because getting a job, it's like selling yourself. If you have lot many skills, if you have like lot many certifications courses, then they will hire you for sure. So that
that's
one
true.
thing is very important. You should be flexible enough, and to learn
Yeah,
more.
absolutely. Yeah, so same thing applies in Germany. Also, in Germany, you have to learn another additional skill, which is language. So
Yeah.
many jobs definitely require you to speak German. while many jobs do not require you,
Mhm.
especially yeah, if I talk about jobs that do not require you to speak Germans are coding. If you are like a good coder, you into
Okay.
coding into Java, it can be ABAP, it can be Python, it can be many jobs. Despite coding, still
Mhm.
require you to speak, but many do not. But if you are a
Okay.
business management professional, you are into project management or consulting. Yes, there are there are high probability of learning. Uh,
Right.
the high probability that you have to learn German. If you learn German, I mean like German intermediate and English fluent, there are definitely more chances of getting selected, more chances of getting your CV shortlisted by the company. Because as you said, you're applying 20 and you're getting one or two calls. It
Y-
happens. And I
Yeah.
remember there have been times where you just apply, keep on applying, and the next day morning you get rejection. In German, it's called leider. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, because I remember while doing my project work back when I was during the summertime, I remember there were so many rejections that I initially got. So it was always, it's always like apply, keep on applying,
Right.
and yeah, the strategies as you mentioned, and I would rather say that also target what jobs actually are more suitable for you. Try to
That's right.
focus. Sometimes it happens like there are so many numbers I apply, okay, how many jobs you apply. But yeah, sometimes I feel in terms of quantity, sometimes you should also target quality, and you should also look for
Quality.
if you have a reference in some company that works more. For example, there are many companies where you know someone or through some contact, and the person gives you a reference referral code or a link, you can actually easily apply, and the
Right.
chances that you get a call quickly enough. So that's
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
And yeah, so one of the major advantages of Canada over Germany is the language.
Yeah.
Because in Canada, English is uh, an official language. Also French, but French is only widely used in Quebec province.
Province, yeah.
In other provinces, like in other states, English is the major language.
Major language.
So I think that's the main advantages of Canada because you don't need to learn any new language like German, right? If you want to
Yeah,
live in
yeah.
Germany,
That's one of the
you have
advantages.
to have yeah you have to have like good
True.
yeah knowledge of German language. So in Canada, it's not the case, just English, and we Indians already
Yeah,
like
yeah.
good in English.
Our
Yeah,
country,
so
majority of us do higher education in English actually. So
yeah,
now
that's
looking,
right.
that's true, right? So looking at how much a fresher can expect, an engineer or someone who's a business management graduate in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it depends on the number of years of experience. So if the person has studied in Canada and he doesn't have any experience, he's a fresher and he just studied, he's a like management student or MBA student, then I think he can expect around 60 to 65K per year. 60K to
65,000
65,000, yeah.
CAD,
60,000
Canadian
to
dollar.
Canadian dollar, yeah, CAD. And if he has like 5 years of experience or 10 years of experience, then the pay scales like go increasing. So maybe if he has like 5 years of experience, then he can get 70K or something. And people who come directly on PR and start applying jobs here, they
Mhm.
might feel that they are not getting paid enough because they do not have Canadian experience,
Canadian
right?
experience.
So they have Indian experience, they were working fine in India, they have 5 to 10 years of experience, they applied PR, they came here, but the problem is that they do not have Canadian experience. So for initially, for I think 1 or 2 years, they find that okay, I'm not getting paid enough. Maybe
Mhm.
they'll start with 60 to 65 or something in that scale, and after 2 years they'll get like very good hike. Maybe it's 80 or 90K.
Okay, 80. All right. So, yeah, same thing applies to Germany. Typically, engineers actually earn 4,000 euros, starts with 4,000 euros. We're not talking about taxes and all here. So,
Uh-huh.
4,000 per month. So, I'm talking about 48,000 euro in a year. And €1 today's rate, I think, is close to 85 Indian rupees.
Mm-hmm.
So you get it can start from 48 to a fresher. It can go up to 65 as well. So if you're a data scientist or something, your
Yeah.
salary is high. As you said, machine learning, data science, these fields
Yeah.
are actually or SAP ABAP. So your salaries are always very high. And
Right.
with an experience of 3 to 5 with highly skilled jobs, most likely IT, medicine, or if you are a doctor, of course, now that
Mm-hmm.
you can
The-
expect close to, I would say, 90, 85, 90,000 a year actually,
yeah.
which is a great
Which
salary.
is a good salary. Yeah.
It is a very good salary, and yeah, and Germany also has the positive factor, like if you're working now, your health insurance, half of the health insurance, I mean, the premium is covered by the company. And with one insurance, your entire family gets benefited. It's like a family floater concept, yeah, by default
Okay.
in Germany when you have a full-time job.
Okay.
Okay. And it's
Yeah,
like a
that
public, yeah.
okay. What were you saying?
And it's like a public insurance. Generally, there are
Public.
two kinds of insurance. One is public, one is private. So when
Mm-hmm.
you are a student here, you can actually decide whether you want to go for a public or a private one. But the moment you are actually getting a full time job in this country, you are always into a public health insurance.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Please sorry. You're saying something?
Yeah, so in terms of health, Canada is good because the health is governed by government. I
Okay. So it's
mean,
absolutely
yeah,
free of cost.
yeah, it's absolutely free of cost for all the people like who are on study permit, work permit, PR, citizen. Everything is free. You just need to have that health card with you. Whenever you get sick, you just go to clinics and show that card and your ID, and then you'll get the treatment. So it's that easy. No need to pay a single penny, even if it is a pregnancy or any other operations or vaccines or anything, everything is free of cost here.
Wow.
So that's really good. And the best part is, let's say if you get PR for your parents, and if they come here, if they move here with you, so for them also medical is free because they are on PR. So if they are old, so they of course they need medical attention very frequently. And if they have PR, then they'll get health services here for free of cost. That is one of the major benefits, I think, because in India medical is very expensive.
Yeah,
So
true. To get a good healthcare, it's expensive. Although Indian companies have now insurance plans which you get
right,
as a benefit.
right,
I mean, yeah, there are a lot of things changed back in India as well, like employee ESOP plans. So,
yeah,
sorry, I'm not talking about ESOP. The ESOP is different. Now, there are a lot of plans where I mean, there are like tariff based. So if you're paying a premium of few thousand rupees or something like that, so you get a coverage of 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. So you have to
yeah,
declare how much
yeah.
you are.
That's right.
There's a
That's
tariff,
right.
actually, always terms and conditions. Okay. But as you
But
said in
here
Canada,
it's free. Yeah, it's free of cost.
it's free of course,
So
and I think there's no terms and conditions, right?
no terms and conditions. You'll get a medical attention, like very soon. Yeah, but there are some not conditions, but like if I mean the medical is free, so everyone is like going to hospital, and there are some queues and the waiting list for everything.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
high,
the yeah, that's the other side of having health free of cost,
free of
that the
cost.
waiting time and queues and everything. But I mean everything comes with a price. So if it is free, then and even in India, like if you get sick, then you don't do like blood test whenever you get sick. Here the medical is free, then people are getting panic. Oh, I want to get my blood test done because it's free. I mean there is no cost involved, right? So people are more
Yeah,
prone
you're right.
to
Many people in India don't do. I mean, except someone who is very
rich.
Yeah, rich. I mean, yeah, depend. It's not rich. I mean, middle class also do. A blood test is not that expensive, to be very honest. I mean, it
Mhm.
depends your awareness of your health and things, because there are a lot of the big. Okay, so this is like on a positive side in India. Like you have so many health patho labs and all around. So now also
Hmm.
in India, if you can if you use an app, the patho lab comes to your house and takes all your blood samples,
Hmm.
and then by
Right.
evening you get the rest. So these conveniences are always there. I mean, as I said, like India is a country where you can find a lot of services at your doorstep, including
Hmm.
PCR test. Because when I was in
Oh.
Bangalore before coming to Germany, so I made an appointment. That's a very good company. I think I like to mention. I mean, it's out of topic, but yeah. So I forgot that company. So I mentioned I gave all my details. I took an appointment. So the authority came, took my sample, and the report was ready, and it was pretty affordable actually than other cities
Wow.
in Bangalore, because of there's a lot of competition of startup and things. So
Mhm.
it's growing, it's doing well as well. So many things are possible. There is a little bit of cost, and
Mhm.
things are getting, yeah. So there's always pros and cons. The same thing in Germany also. Getting an appointment, get if you want, for example, weekend. So this is something which I don't like personally. For
Mhm.
example, in Germany, if I like to show a doctor, go meet a doctor, it's not that
Mhm.
easy. It's not possible. Most of the time, they say we don't have appointment. We don't have appointment.
Hmm.
Very
Mhm.
honest.
Yeah.
On the contrary, if in India, yeah, if you are earning some money and
Hmm.
400, 500 bucks, euros, sorry, rupees, and you go to a doctor, you can easily get an appointment to show a
Yeah.
doctor.
That's
So
right.
that's this, yeah. I mean, as you know that here in weekend, if they work, the salary will be high, so it will be a burden for the company also,
Yeah, that's right.
right?
Actually, yeah, that's the case. Same happens in Canada as well, that there is waiting time for everything. Even if you want to get a blood test done or ultrasound or anything, X-ray or something. In India, you get it like in minutes because there are so many pathology labs, as you
Yeah, so
said.
many, exactly.
Yeah, here it everything is governed by government. So yeah, the waiting list is quite big, and you have to be patient for 1 or 2 weeks.
All right.
It depends. In COVID times, it the waiting list is high because the health. I mean, government's priority is COVID, right? Not
Yeah,
any
that's
other
right.
diseases.
I know, I know. So
So,
this,
but in normal days, it's not that bad. But in this pandemic, it's being really bad because the priority is COVID.
right. All right, Hina, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope so guys, actually हमने ये वाला एपिसोड मैंने हिंदी में नहीं करके इंग्लिश में किया क्योंकि I got some feedback that many of you actually are not able to understand Hindi. So instead of having a subtitle, I thought like I'd make it in English. So if you
Yeah.
have any questions specific to Canada or Germany, immigration or education or jobs, please don't hesitate to write me. I'm also on Instagram at Kish Travel World, and Hina is also on Instagram, by the way. Hina, would you like to share your social media handles?
Yeah, it's Positive Vibes by Hina. I'm on Instagram, and I have two YouTube channels. So one is Hindi and its name is Positive Vibes by Hina, where I share all the positive mindsets and good habits related stuff in Hindi. And my second channel is Hina in Canada, where I share all my Indo-Canadian experiences, immigration and lifestyle and everything. So if you are interested in any of the two, um, you know, in on YouTube, so you can subscribe.
Definitely. And I think Hina, you would like to maybe in future we'd like to I don't know. I mean, I think you are coming up with a solution where you like to consult people on a, I mean, paid basis, definitely. Paid consulting or coaching if somebody is looking
Mhm.
for an immigration service. I mean,
Mhm.
not a complete service, maybe for knowledge or perspective, like somebody needs a counseling, whether the person or the couple needs I mean, how is the country for them, it's like looking at somebody. So yeah, we'll discuss that, and definitely we'll come back in the future episode. We'll actually like to share our services, or that's something that we are planning for the future. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, guys. Fir milenge, and definitely everything, all the details that I have actually mentioned, or Hina also mentioned. Most of the links will be there below in the video. Don't forget to
Hmm.
check them, and also don't forget to check both of our Instagram handle, because we are regularly we post our videos. And yeah, you can also check my other Instagram platform, which is called Germany with Kishore.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay happy, stay healthy, and do your vaccination. Trust the vaccination; it's very important. And if you have your booster shot not done, you can also go and take your booster shot. Right? I think Hina,
Yeah,
you had your booster shot, right?
yeah, I had my booster shot, and the main thing is I didn't suffer any side effects. So when I got my first and second COVID shot, that the main one, I had fever and body ache for 2 days. But for
All right.
booster shot, I didn't suffer any side effects. So if your country is, giving booster shots, then please guys get it soon.
Yeah. Also, I also have to book my appointments for the booster shot, because today in the
Yeah.
gym they say that from Monday onwards you
Mhm.
have to be not only vaccinated but also you have to have a negative test. And if you have a shot, then that is not required actually. So they are promoting now booster shot.
Awesome. That's
Awesome.
really
Then
great.
definitely. So yeah, so we'll come up with a new episode where we're going to discuss on winters in Canada. So definitely, so that will be in the future. Stay
Okay.
tuned.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.